Ever pondered, what is reality? Let's dive into the depths of this question. Reality, as we know it, is largely influenced by our perception. How we perceive the world around us shapes our understanding of it. Our senses and experiences, in essence, construct our personal reality. This brings us to a fascinating notion. Could it be that our perceived reality is not an absolute truth, but rather a subjective interpretation of the world around us? Could it be that reality is merely a figment of our imagination? Philosophers have grappled with the concept of reality for centuries. Delving into this labyrinth of thoughts, we first encounter Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, who proposed a captivating theory known as the theory of forms. According to Plato, the reality we perceive through our senses is but an imitation of a perfect, eternal world of ideas, or forms. The tangible world we perceive, he suggested, is merely a shadow of this ideal realm. As we continue our journey, we cross paths with René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy. Descartes is famous for his phrase, cogito ergo sum, which translates to, I think, therefore I am. He proposed that our consciousness, our ability to think and question, is the only reality we can be absolutely certain of. Everything else could be a deception, a figment of our imagination, or a dream, but the fact that we can doubt confirms our existence and, in turn, our reality. Then we come to Immanuel Kant, a towering figure in Western philosophy. Kant revolutionized our understanding of reality by suggesting that it is not an independent entity out there, waiting to be discovered. Instead, he argued that reality is a product of our minds, interpreting the information our senses provide. In other words, we don't passively receive reality, we actively construct it. This philosophical exploration reveals a fascinating paradox. While we live and act in a world that feels solid and certain, the philosophers invite us to question this certainty. They suggest that reality may not be as tangible as we perceive it to be. It might be an ideal realm beyond our senses, a product of our consciousness, or a construct of our minds. Thus, from a philosophical standpoint, reality might be more complex than it appears. This invites us to view reality with a sense of wonder and curiosity, to question, to explore, and to continually seek understanding in the enigma of our existence. Science, too, has its own interpretations of reality. One of the most mind-bending ideas comes from the realm of quantum physics, a theory that suggests reality doesn't exist until it's measured. It's not that the cat is both alive and dead until you open the box, but rather there is no cat at all until you decide to look. This concept takes us on a wild ride into the world of the many worlds interpretation. This interpretation posits an infinite number of realities, each branching off from every choice, every chance, every quantum event. Imagine an infinite number of you, each living out a different version of reality based on every possible decision you could have made. Mind-boggling, isn't it? But let's take a step further into the realm of the extraordinary. Enter the simulation hypothesis, the idea that we might be living in a computer simulation. Think of it as a cosmic video game, where we are the characters, and some advanced civilization is pulling the strings. As outlandish as it sounds, some of the brightest minds in the scientific community entertain this hypothesis, as it offers potential explanations for some of the quirkiest aspects of quantum physics, so even science blurs the line between reality and fantasy. Reality, as it turns out, is a puzzle wrapped in an enigma. It's a labyrinth of perceptions, each of us with our own unique lens, coloring the world around us. These subjective experiences challenge the very notion of a shared, objective reality. From the philosophical standpoint, the question isn't just what is reality, but how do we know what we know? Theories range from Platonism's ideal forms to Kant's phenomena and noumena, each adding yet another layer to this intricate puzzle. Science, too, has its say. Quantum mechanics, string theory, the multiverse hypothesis all push the boundaries of our understanding, suggesting that reality might be even stranger than we ever imagined, perhaps even beyond our comprehension. Yet, the enigma of reality doesn't deter us. In fact, it fuels our curiosity. It drives our quest for knowledge. As we continue to question, to explore, and to ponder, we might never fully unravel the enigma of reality. But isn't that part of its charm?